Alright, just before we start this video off, guys, I screwed up. We beat Detroit, and I went on, and we beat Cleveland, guys, in 6 games. Then we went to the conference finals, guys, and we lost, unfortunately, in 6 games to the Hawks. But, guys, we made it to the conference finals. I don't know about you. I did not expect this team to go all the way to the conference finals. I mean, let's be honest here. No, I didn't think this team was fully ready for that. But we went to the final conference and took the Hawks to 6 games, which is absolutely insane, really. But in 4 games, the Thunder go ahead and sweep the Hawks. And I think the reason why, I don't know how we lost to the Hawks in 6 games, to be honest. If anything, I think it should have been 7 because I mean, when you look at the team, when you look at the roster, overall, guys, we had the better roster. We had the better roster than the Hawks. I guess we just couldn't pull it off. The 2K simulator just was not nice to us for some reason. But whatever, guys. Whatever. It's not a big deal, and I'm perfectly happy with going to the conference finals. Like I said, I wasn't really expecting it from this team. I mean, we went 43-39, and you know, our chemistry was 80. As you can see it. I mean, it went up a little bit there. But here's the thing: is though, this gets extremely boring, okay? I'll be straight honest with you, so I'm just going to be talking right through this. It is so gay, it is so boring, just, my god, guys, ugh. So, here's the thing, right? We, we have to sign all these freaking coaches, and to be honest, it's so boring, guys. But, what I did is all the remaining funds that we got, I put it towards basically payroll. That's all I cared about. Because to be honest, that's really all I do care about. All I care about is the payroll. I want to have the most money that I possibly can to go out there and spend on players. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to spend it on nothing but players. Russell Westbrook got the finals MVP. Congratulations. So not only did KD win your MVP of the year, but here's the guys that are retiring. So Kobe's going, Tim Duncan, Ray Allen, Vince Carter, Steve Nash, Nazir Muhammad, Paul Pierce, Andre Miller, Jason Terry, Mike Miller, Keon Martin, Hito Turkoglu, James Jones, Brendan Haywood, Luke Riddendor, Mike James. I don't even know how to say that name. We're not going to. Alan Anderson, Pablo Pergoni, and of course, as you saw further up on the list, we had unfortunately, yes, guys, Vince Carter did retire on us. However, he did go to the Hall of Fame along with Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. That was obvious that Vince Carter was going. I was just happy to see Vince Carter go out with a bang. I mean, well, maybe he didn't go out with a bang when we simulated, but at least in the last game, guys, against Detroit, he did really good. So, anyways, basically, what I'm gonna try to do is here we're gonna go through the draft lottery. You're gonna see some of the draft lottery. I don't think you're gonna see all of it here. Because what I originally did for this video was I actually recorded it live while I did it, and then I'm like, this is taking way too damn long. So I cut it, and I'm kind of like doing some recording over it. But this off season, guys, hopefully for us is going to be huge. Unfortunately, though, guys, I don't know what I want to fully do here yet. I think in the draft, I obviously want Thon Maker, and I'll actually be honest with you. I was actually in the middle of the draft. I was actually recording it, and it was taking too damn long, so I just stopped recording it, and I was just going to cut it and say, okay, here's who we got. But Thon Maker ended up going within the top 15 picks, and we were like pick 16. So that kind of sucked. But so basically what ended up happening is I did a trade where I got two late second-round picks, and the game actually froze on me. I don't know why it did. I don't know how it did. It just froze on me. So I had to exit. I had to close the application. And so basically now the draft doesn't exist. Like nothing happened because the first pick was I mean, the picks that you're seeing here are still legit. These are going to be our picks, for every single team. And in the first round, the Celtics decided to go with Chris Dunn for the first overall pick because they ended up getting the first pick. And then the 76ers obviously went with Ben Simmons because it's the 76ers. Of course, they're going to get Ben Simmons. But that is going to go ahead. That's your draft lottery right there. So there's your top 3 picks. For us, we have the 16th pick, I believe. And I might try the trade up. I'm not sure. Like I said, right here you can see the conversation. I believe it's this conversation right here. Oh, no, it's not. There was a different conversation where actually I think it was either the owner or the head coach is like, I want Thon Maker. You need to do everything you can in order to get Thon Maker. And to be honest, I kind of agree with that. I kind of want Thon Maker too. Just because he's a bigger guy. He's 7'1", and for a game like what you just saw, where we were up against Andre Drummond, that's gonna really help us with a guy that's 7'1", because he might actually be able to play a little bit more defense on him. So that's what I was kind of hoping. But here, guys, is the really boring stuff. Basically, I just had to go through and just sign a bunch of head coaches, or not head coaches, but just, the CFO, the assistant GM, and the freaking owners are like, oh, well, you need to get this kind of guy, and I didn't. I just went through and I just signed the best that I thought was the best, because, don't get me wrong, coaching is, I guess important, and in the real NBA, yes, of course it's important, but here in 2K, it don't freaking matter. It really don't. But whatever. So we just had to go through here. We just had to sign a bunch of guys, whatever. But in free agency, guys, we have Kevin Durant, we have LeBron. Those guys, I think they have. I don't think Kevin Durant does, but I know LeBron has the option. So he might go back to Cleveland. But either way, I don't want LeBron in Chicago. It just doesn't make sense for us. It doesn't. And Kevin Durant too, another guy. Don't get me wrong, Kevin Durant kind of makes sense. He kind of does. Because I don't know if you remember, in the very first video of this entire MyGM, we had a question asked if we can have a big three here, and I want to have a big three, and we have pieces already. We have two pieces, which would be Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler. And I don't know, guys. I think it's very, very possible. But so next thing you guys are going to see is going to be the draft, and you guys get to see what picks we get next. So, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is our time. We have the 12th overall pick. I forgot to mention it, but we got in a trade with the Nuggets, and we gave up a few picks to move up here. And, well, guys, we get to choose who we want to draft, all right? So we're here with the 12th pick, and to be honest, Ben Simmons already went. Of course, Ben Simmons already went. Brandon Ingram already went, of course, too, and Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was the guy who I originally thought I was going to bring in here, but then looking at his shooting and whatnot, I realized that he wasn't good still. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. All right, so originally what the plan was to either get a shooting guard or a small forward to plug in, and then either move Jimmy Butler to shooting guard or small forward, and then that's going to be our lineup for next year, and then just maybe add a bench player or two in free agency. Well, I'm going through here, and I'm looking at all the guys that we could possibly add. Jamal Murray has already been picked, too, unfortunately. And I'm going through here, and Denzel Valentine, yes, I like Denzel Valentine, but to be honest, guys, I don't think I want to take him. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but I think I want to test free agency and build us up through some free agents. So that means we need to either look at probably a power forward or a center. So when it comes to those spots, obviously I talked about it a bunch of times before. The guy that I want is Thon Maker. He's 7'1". He's big. He's a big guy, and he's really going to help us. We take a look at his overall is a C+. Inside and mid rangers, he C's with both, and we could always improve on that. And his inside defense is a C, and his perimeter defense is a D-. So he's young. We can work with him. But then also a lot of people are probably going, well, what do we got for power forwards? And if we wanted to, we could draft Perry Ellis. Perry Ellis is, yes, he is a power forward. I don't know why he's a small forward here. But we have some options. Zach Augustine wouldn't be terrible, but look at those inside and mid-range. That's hideous. And if I was going to get a power forward, of course he'd have to be a stretch. But everyone in the Chicago Bulls organization wants me to take this guy right here. And to be honest, he's not terrible. But since the fact that I'm a rebel and I don't care what anyone else thinks, we're going with Thon Maker. And I think this guy's going to be good backup. And here you go with 12th pick, Thon Maker. So, guys, that's who we're going to take in the draft. And we'll be back for our second round pick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. And we're here with our second round pick. And we have to choose someone. So, people who we have left, guys, now that we have taken a look, and we took Thon Maker in the first round, in case if you missed that part, which I don't know how the hell you could miss that part. But Marcus Page and Yogi Ferrell, very interesting guys. However, I feel secure with Jordan Clarkson, with Sean Livingston. I feel secure with those guys, so I'm not going to go for either of them. Shooting guard-wise, obviously we still have Lou Williams on the roster, and there's no one that I would, think that would be a good replacement for him. Small forward, guys, it's still a very questionable spot. However, I don't really see anyone that would possibly be coming and be a second-round steal. However, there is a second-round steal in the power forward category, and you guys are probably going, "Well, who's that?" And guys, we're getting Bryce Johnson. Okay, Bryce Johnson, it's final. All right, and that is a steal in the second round, guys. So yeah, we get Bryce Johnson.